What is up, YouTube, and welcome to Brute Strength Day 238. Today I trained extremely late. I think that's becoming a common theme, but this one was the latest I've ever trained, I think. I started at like 21:30 because getting home from my mother's birthday with the trades was basically a nightmare. Getting like 1 hour, 30 minutes of delays, things like that. Yeah, so that's what you gotta do. Usually I do safety squat bar squats on this day on Sundays, but for this one I decided why not do some pause squat because I didn't want to go the 5 kilometers to have access to a safety squat bar. And I always love paused back squats. Here it's just 5 by 5 with 142.5. I'm saying just because it's now easy, but it's not that far off my actual personal best for 5 by 5 with paused back squats, which goes to show how much stronger I have been getting recently. So I've noticed, or I've told that I notice my elbows, they always jerk up when I'm rising from the bottom of my squat. So pausing in the squat really gives me time to focus on or reinforcing the idea of not letting them do that. So I'm really trying to have my wrist straightened out, keeping my elbows further behind my body at all times, and really squeezing in with the elbows, squeezing in and down to get that tension in my lats. That is what I'm trying to focus on. And I felt like it became a little bit better during this training. I was holding my elbow further behind my body at all times. So I wasn't, as I pull up, I wasn't rolling the bar further up my back and basically taking some percentages away from my own performance, I've been told. I don't know if it felt that much easier or anything at all doing focusing on that so much because I started to get away from like the automatization that I have in my squat, where I just go up and down, up and down, up and down. But maybe in the long run, this is going to be helpful in bettering my squat. So I'm going to keep focusing on it when I have my so-called easy days with 160 kg 2 times a week. And then maybe eventually over time, I'll see some improvement. After that, I did 5 by 5 with 110 in the last press, which was okay considering the bench I was on, considering the time of the day. Because at that point it was over 22. And then next week or this week, as I'm recording this, I have to do 5 by 5 with 117.5, and that is way more volume than I've ever done at that weight. So that I am much excited about. And yeah, then I did pull-ups, 5 sets of 3 with 12.5. And I'm really focusing on keeping my legs straight, not having any leg momentum at all, which has been a focus for a long time at this point. And then I tried to be more aware of keeping my chest up at all times, basically like bench press where you drive your chest up and the shoulder blades back. I'm trying to do that while squeezing my glutes to just pull more straight up and not pull so far out and then into the bar at the top, which I usually do. And I felt like it was a little bit better, not a huge amount, but it's something that I've just in general struggled a lot with improving because I don't have really great contact to my lats, maybe. I'm just stronger the other way. Maybe I have something with my shoulders. I have tried strengthening my external rotation just with weights or with a band, something like that. Or just lying on the floor with my, lifting up my forearm into external rotation and just seeing how well I can do it. But it's something that I really, really struggle with. It's the same thing in my handstand. I think it comes from my left arm mainly, where I can't really rotate and externally rotate, and totally log out, despite the handstand being something I can do in my sleep. Despite not training it a lot, I can still kick up and hold 1 minute, basically at any time moment. Sorry for the yawning. It's not even that late, it's only like midday, but I have to be at university soon in like 40 minutes. But yeah, as I said, so in the pull-ups, the external rotation, maybe I'm just weak in my left arm, external rotation, and I have to focus on that. Who knows? In the end of the training, I spent 5-10 minutes doing sled walking. It's something I've started implementing 1 time a week, basically, to get blood flow to my quads and to my knees. I also get a lot to my calves. I feel like despite moving backwards, which I've been told doesn't make sense. But yeah, I do get that. And it feels amazing. It really makes my the things I have in my Achilles tendon go away and avoid all knee pain, basically. So I would highly advise that you add that into your training. Anyways, guys, I don't have much more time for yapping. I have to be out of the door in 10 minutes. So that is going to be all for Brute Strength Day 238. And I'll see you all for the next one. I'm out.